Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get this started. Good morning, good morning. How is everyone? I see Mr. Jimenez in here. Good morning, good morning. Hi, J Fed. Hi, Celia. Hi, Susan. Tina Bagel Sunway. Good morning. Let's see. Susan Dawson, Mustang Sally. I'm gonna play that song later on today. How are you? It's me, Mims. I don't think she's back yet, but good morning. She said 10:34 last night she would be here. Don't see Mims anywhere in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Um, it's Monday morning. It's my last day off. So this morning I wanted to talk about Brian Kohberger. He's the mm, he is the suspect that they arrested. Good morning, Just Doom Hubby. Good morning, Mayor. How are you? Mayor, what's wrong? Why can't you type? Hi, Tina. Good morning. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about Andrew Tate, who's the ex-kickboxer who was arrested for trafficking as well. And then we have, oh my God, his last name kills me, David Miscavige. I want to talk about him also. All of these men seem to have one thing in common. Um, they seem to think that they're superior to others. Um, I'm not going to call them powerful, although David Miscavige is sort of powerful because he's running this mega, and I call it a cult. I don't get into, and I'm sorry if anybody else in here is into Scientology, but when I watch Leah Remini thing on Scientology, I watched all the interviews they did with people that left that church. I have a package that's out for delivery today. Okay, I don't know what other package I have coming. Oh, you burned your fingers. Oh, sweetie. Is it blistering? Oh, you need to get to the pharmacy real quick so they can give you that stuff to wrap it and everything else. Oh, God. But all of these men, you know, I don't know. I don't think they get it. But let's get into Brian. I found this when I was looking yesterday, and this is the police chief in Moscow. I'm not going to put the video up. I'm going to play it so you guys can hear it. That way I can stop it and go through some things with you. But what you need to know about this Brian character is he's not he's highly educated. Highly educated. And it's weird. It's not weird. So he's 28 years old. He's a graduate student. Well, he was a graduate student at Washington State University, which is down the street from the school from Idaho State University. Um, he also claims he's supposed to have an undergraduate degree as well. He was studying in criminology. We know he was arrested in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and he's charged with 4 counts of first degree M and 1 count of felony burglary. And he's being held to be extradited to Idaho. Now, we don't know if he's going to fight that extradition or not, but this is so far what's going on. And I'm going to play this, but this guy is, let me put his picture. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to put his picture up. He is soulless. Look at the eyes. Look at his eyes. Soulless. His eyes are soulless. That's Mr. Brian Kohberger. Okay. Oh, you're left-handed. That is Brian Kohberger. So let's just listen to what the police chief has to say. You guys let me know if you can hear this or not, because it's actually on my phone. Hold on a second.
Ask for more. Every tip, everybody that knew him is only going to help us.
Are these tips from here?
Are you okay? Can you hear it? I just want to make sure you can hear it before I play any more. Thank you, Mr. Jimenez. You have a great day, sweetie, and you be safe. Okay, can you guys hear it? Okay, let me go.
Are these tips from here? From everywhere?
I don't know where they came from. If it's any indicative of this case, they've come from all over, the nation.
So what happened was, after they arrested him, they asked for information about him. They got over 400 tips, I think, in an hour, or maybe less than that.
Okay. Your ask about the white Elantra, that came on December 7th or so. Where in the timeline, can you tell us, did Kohberger come onto the radar?
So that's all part of those pieces that we have to hold until we can release information with after he gets to Idaho and the release.
Okay, you remember when we discussed this maybe a couple of weeks back? So it took them 7 weeks. Good morning, Kicking It with Rooks. It took them 7 weeks to get the suspect, but they had asked for information on a white Elantra and the suspects. They might be key witnesses. So that leads me to believe they were thinking it was, but they did say suspects, and she brings that up in this interview with the police chief. And then when Brian was arrested, he asked, was there anyone else arrested as well? Those were his words. Hold on.
He said that information, but we're bound to hold that.
But when you asked for public information about that Elantra, you said the occupants of that car may have critical information, is plural. Was there a reason for that?
Well, it's part of our investigation. I said early on that we're not going to let any stone go unturned. And I meant that. And we're following up on everything, just like we're in this new phase now. And we're going to follow up to get to know who he is and everything about him that we can.
There are reports that...
Good morning, Renrock. So they were following up. And remember, they were looking for this white Elantra. And it was all over the news. But what I wanted to bring your attention to as well is, in his studying of criminal justice, he was actually putting out questionnaires on Reddit. Okay. He wanted to know, and these, well, we already know the M's happened November 13th. And I'm going to say it was Kaylee Gunclave. What is it? Gunclaves. I can't even pronounce her last name. Madison Mogan, Zaina Cernudo, and her boyfriend, Ethan Chapman. So, and I kept saying that it had to be someone, and I didn't believe that the two people in the house weren't involved, but they weren't. They actually slept through it. And they were saying that this is the worst they've ever seen. So in Idaho, it's a small community, is what they're saying. Moscow is very small. It's a safe place to live. One of the spokespeople for the police department said he's been there all his life and they have never had nothing like this happen. So in the process of getting this information, they were receiving 20 tips. Well, it was like 20,000 tips and over When they sent that big investigative team out there, they had like 1,000 pieces of evidence. They had over 60 FBI agents working on this case. Now, he was going for a doctorate in criminal justice. And that's in Pullman, he was in Pullman, Washington. That's what it was, Pullman, Washington. And that is really, really close to Moscow. So they're thinking the way he stabbed, I think her name is Madison. Is it Madison that had the most? No, I think it was either Madison or Kaylee that had the most stab wounds. They're combing through his digital stuff and hers to see if he had ever had any kind of reaction. I mean, any kind of, if he had any type of relationship with her, because she received the worst wounds. They're saying the way he got in the house, they're thinking he used gloves. They don't know if he had been at the house before for a party, if he had set this up in advance, just to get in the house. So they're looking at everything. Some of the stuff they're keeping close to the belt because they have to get him extradited back to Idaho, which they're thinking that he is going to fight extradition. And I don't know why. Okay, so in these surveys, as he called it, it was a research project he was doing, okay? He asked questions like, did you prepare for the crime before leaving your home? Really? Before making your move, how did you approach the victim or the target? Which leads everybody to believe that he had some kind of interaction with these people or this person, or maybe the group, okay? He wanted to know what was the first move you made to accomplish your goal. And then he even asked them to describe their most recent criminal offense with an emphasis on your thoughts and feelings throughout the experience. He also wanted to know how criminals left their crime scenes. If they were gang affiliated or not. I mean, this man he wanted this information, and he was plotting his own, he was plotting his own stuff. Good morning, Snuggle Bunny. I'm sorry, I just saw you coming in. Good morning, Gwen. Oh my God, so he was researching this. And it wasn't and it said after he fled Moscow, he went, he drove to Pennsylvania. The people that are contacting the investigators saying that his whole demeanor changed. He became more aggressive. He wanted to control the conversations. They're also saying that he went into a bar in Pennsylvania, made these two bartenders feel so uncomfortable, they put him on a watch list. So that leads me to believe that this man was probably going to do this again. Look at him. Oh, good. He waved his right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. His lawyer claims he's going to be exonerated. I want to know, why did he ask? Was anyone else arrested? I'm saying it because it's just like this OJ and Nicole situation. One person, although this is different, they were sleeping. But if Madison and Kaylee they were in the same bed, how do you not hear the person next to you unless you're in this drunken stupor? I don't know. One person I don't think one person can do this. I don't know. What about you guys? Do you think one person can do this? You've got two people in one bed. And then do you think one person actually did this? Ren Rock in the house. Family is here. I'm sorry, Ren. I should have been, I didn't get up to get into your live, and I didn't even get a notification that you were going live this morning. But I want to know, do we believe that one person did this? Because for him to ask, was anyone else arrested? That is really suspect to me. That's what I want to know. Okay, Snuggle says she already always thought it was more than one. Okay, let's just finish listening to the police chief. But I had to get this out because this stuff was all in my head. Yes, he's diabolical. But look at his eyes. Look at him. Oh my God. Okay, so hold on. Let's go back.
That the Elantra was followed across the country. Can you elaborate on that or speak to that, and also reports of DNA?
Okay, so yes, love Michelle Lee. You're right. He could have been worried about his parents being arrested or anybody else that was harboring him. I see that too. But I go back to them saying that the occupants of that Elantra, they said occupants. They didn't say occupant. They said occupants of that Elantra, which leads me to believe that they had some type of surveillance or video from street cameras or whatever. So yeah, I can see that. But why would they arrest his parents unless he told his parents that he committed this? They wouldn't have known unless he told them, and they helped him flee because they knew he had committed this crime. And then, yeah, I don't think if my sons would have done it, I would I love them to death, but I would turn them in. Yep, there are questions to make you think it might be more than one person, since it was more than one person gone. That's what I'm saying. You got 4 people and 2 were in the same bed. Oh, I just want people to see. I want people to see this 28-year-old who has an undergraduate degree and he was going for a PhD in criminology. This is what you did with the money that was spent on your education. Really? This is what you did. This is sad. Good morning, ma'am, sweetie. Good morning. Okay, let's get back to the hi, Nikki. Good morning.
His DNA at the murder scene.
All those facts are still sealed. They will come out. I know people are anxious for that, and we will have the answers to that, but in the time that we can give it. So I ask once again, just be patient. I know I've asked that a lot of times, but we are bound by the law now.
It's been reported, and we have sources who have told us that Kohberger asked, was anyone else arrested upon his arrest? Have you been able to gather information about when he was taken into custody?
All that information will come out as well. It's part of that investigation. It's part of that next step. So
okay, the car, the white Elantra, 2015. Is it the car? And is the search over now for any more white Elantras?
We believe it is the car.
Okay. Is it in Pennsylvania then?
Yes.
Okay. And is it done being processed?
I don't know if it's done, but it will be processed.
Okay. As you know, I was over at Wazoo yesterday at Kohberger's apartment as the search warrant was being executed.
Okay, wait a minute. See, I didn't know that part. Kohberger, so he wasn't living with his parents. He has his own apartment. Okay.
It's coming out of there. Can you talk about, what might be valuable?
I think every piece is valuable.
Yeah, he can't say anything like that.
I don't even know what was collected at this point in time. And that's part of that further investigation that we're going to hold. But I know that the search warrant was served there.
We know that the murder weapon has not been.
Nope, it has not been found. I'm sorry, that was one of the questions he did ask on the survey too, on the questionnaire. If you use a weapon, what did you do with the weapon after you committed the crime? He did ask that as well.
That it could have been there.
We don't know. Like I said, we're collecting everything. We're doing our due diligence, and that's why we get these search warrants, so that everything is secured in the court, through the court system, and that we have the right to be where we're at.
You said in a local TV interview, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, that you're still waiting for forensics results to come back. When did they come back? And was that the missing link for Kohberger?
We're still waiting for stuff to come back. We're still looking at everything. We're still having things processed. And I couldn't verify that right now anyway. That's part of that sealed piece. But there's still items coming in from the lab.
Now, this is where I get confused at, because they said that he probably wore gloves. He made entry easily. So if he wore gloves, I want to know, if they did get fingerprints. Did he cut himself in a process of stabbing? I hate doing what he did to these people. Because if you're doing all of this stabbing, and unless you have these cut resistant gloves, which I used to order from my guys, you will cut yourself, because the knife is going to get slippery with the it's going to get slippery, and you're going to bound to lose control of that handle of that knife. So that's what I want to know. Did they get DNA because he had left his blood behind? Was there any other times that he was arrested? And I looked and I couldn't see anything, but I'm going to keep looking in order for them to have his DNA. But I think that Elantra was the key. Thank you, love Michelle Lee. I think he cut himself too. Good morning, Sweaty. This is about the Idaho students that were emmed, 4 students. Good morning, Jean Wilson. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, Michelle Lee, seriously, I think he cut himself as well.
Okay, so the evidence we saw being gathered yesterday, that could take just as long.
That will be new information that we've collected, and we'll be processing that as well.
I asked you during the press conference yesterday about the house cleaning. I mean, you had said in your announcement that the house is going to be cleaned and turned back over to the management company. We watched those trucks come in, and then they pulled out of there real fast. Yeah. What happened?
Like we said, we got a phone call that it was through the court that we needed to stop and give a little bit more time. So we did that.
They still got to process it.
Why was the decision made to release the house?
Well, at that point in time,
they thought they had
we
everything.
were ready to start that process. And then the court, like I said, someone from the court asked us to stop that process. So we did. And we'll continue to do as we're asked there, and we'll start the cleanup as soon as we can again.
Why would the court want that process stopped?
Why wouldn't they? Hold on a second. See, that's a dumb question. Okay, you've arrested this guy. I would not release that house at all. You don't know what else is in that house. You don't know what you could have missed. I mean, they miss things all the time. You keep that scene locked. Yeah, you have to. You shouldn't release that house at all. You need to tear that house, because that weapon, I'm sure it's close by. They haven't found it. I'm sure it's close by. Yep, and they're probably going to do like they did Nicole Brown Simpson. Well, with her house, they renumbered the street, but they tore OJ's house down. I would not release that house. I would not do that. They found unknown DNA and researched it through a genetic. Yep, that's how he was found. Plus, his car also matched the description of the car they were looking for. Thank you, Gene. Yep, he did at the Sales University. And Gene, I talked about that survey he put up on Reddit as well. Thank you. They need to keep it sealed. But the cops had already released it, and they were going to go clean the house. They're not used to this type of case in Moscow. That's the issue. They're not used to dealing with something like this. But the FBI was involved. So why would they even, well, I don't know if they took jurisdiction or not, but they should never release that house until the trial. Nobody's going to want to live in that house unless you got some weird ass people that like doing shit like that. Let's see. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything that you guys are saying. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back.
You know, it could be many reasons. Could be for the defense counsel. Could be that they just want to hold it for a little bit. But it was a decision from the court.
So it will remain under guard. Should we refer to it as an active crime scene?
It's still our crime scene.
Yep, it's still a crime
scene. It'll still be under security.
Okay. I think because of this community, it's a small community, is a factor that a jury pool in this community.
So the police chief's name is James Fry, and she asked the dumbest ass questions
out there.
And that is one of the reasons that I stated that we are holding everything close, and we're protecting the integrity of the case. We want unbiased individuals in this case. We want people to not know all the facts, so that if there's a jury selected from here, that we can get that pool.
Okay, first, you're not going to be able to select a jury from Moscow. They have already convicted this man. In order for him to have a fair trial, you need to go outside. You really need to hold the trial outside of Moscow. You really, really do. And, you know, he is, and guys, this interview is on News Nation. And it's on YouTube. It's on, but I was going through and I was looking. Yeah, she's frustrating me because some of the questions she's asking to me is like, okay, all right, you were at the news conference, because I heard the news conference. Why are you asking these dumbass questions? And then you're asking, yeah, anyway, so let's go back.
Facts, so that if there's a jury selected from here, that we can get that pool.
How hard would that be? Tell us a bit about, Moscow and how tight, because everybody knows everybody.
I'm not sure. We've had cases here before where they've been able to get a jury pool, but that happens with, Bill Thompson and his team. So that would be a great question to ask Bill.
Yeah, what we're hoping to get.
Yes.
Okay, throughout the past 7 weeks almost, all these internets, we've had Hoodie Guy, we've had the Jacks under suspicion, we've had a professor under suspicion. Did you guys actively investigate these things, and how distracting was that?
We investigated every piece.
You have to investigate everything.
We looked at
that was a dumb question.
Everybody that we believed was involved or not involved in any way, that knew our victims. So we were very active in that, and through that investigation, that's where we get to the point where we can rule. It's as important to rule people out as it is to keep them in the investigation. Yep. So as we gathered information that was led us to believe that they were no longer a part of that, we ruled them out.
The 911 call, can we have the release soon?
That will come as soon as Bill Thompson and his office feel that is available for the public.
When do you foresee the scene may never not be released? It's indefinite then.
My God. Okay. Possibly. I'm sorry. I can't take her. I really can't. He just said they cannot release the scene, which they were going to release the scene until they got a call from the court. And they're right. It could be his defense attorney. Because the defense, if he has one now, they're going to want to have their own investigative team go in. I know, J-Fed, I get so fed up when I hear these news reporters and they just repeat the same damn questions in different ways. And I'm like, oh my God, did you not hear what he asked? It drives me nuts, J-Fed. I really, oh my God. You are so right. It just drives me nuts just hearing this. He's going to, his attorney said, no, I'm sorry. That was dumb. He does have an attorney. His attorney said that he's going to be found innocent. That's what his attorney said.
The scene may never not be released. It's indefinite then. Until a trial, possibly.
I suppose that could happen. There will be decisions made by people that are probably higher up than me that will need to make those decisions. But I suppose that is a possibility.
Also, the house. The heat has had to stay on. I heard that it needs a new furnace. And
why are we discussing the house with the heat?
The heat on.
Honestly, I don't have an answer to that question. I don't know if it's through the management, property
Jesus.
management, or if it's the owner or what, but someone is.
Okay. I noticed in your video the other day when you announced the cleaning, you had a slight smile. You seemed a lot lighter.
Yes, it took them 7 weeks to find this guy.
Now, a lot lighter. A lot of people speculated on my facial expressions and stuff. I'm generally a pretty upbeat, happy individual.
The family wants answers. They want to know why. We all want to know why.
There was nothing to that. It was just probably me doing it naturally.
But do you feel like...
Girl, I almost choked on my coffee. Nikki, almost choked on my coffee. I'm sorry. Yes. We need to see if she has a degree in journalism. Really, seriously. Snuggle Bunny, how could his attorney be so sure of that? They always say their clients are innocent. Always say their clients are innocent. I'm serious. They always do. I remember when I changed course, when I was going to law school, I wanted to defend criminals. And in my head, I wanted to see if I can get them off. But I don't think I can actually defend somebody who is really, really guilty. But yes, I could. Yeah, I could.
Weight's been lifted off your shoulders now that a suspect is in custody.
There always is. There's
a weight off the shoulders, but I think you need to look deeper.
Have a person in custody, and I think that gives a great relief to your organization, gives a great relief to your community, and in this case, the state, the nation, and I think even the world.
There's a lot of criticism of the department throughout, as you are holding so many details close to the vest. Do you feel vindicated? Do you feel, I guess,
vindicated?
What I feel is we did our job and we did it
Thank
right.
you. What do you mean vindicated? I'm gonna find this
We're
woman. I'm gonna see who did this interview.
We're gonna continue to do it right, and we're not a prideful group. What we are is a group that we had a job to do. We did that, and we are happy that we did it the way we did it because of the outcome.
Hey,
how hard
Amber.
was it to keep so many details close to the vest?
I think it's always hard. It's emotional at times. We want to give that information. We want to give the families some closure and give them information. We want to give our community, but it is so important to hold that information and keep it right where it was, so that.
Okay, I'm actually sick of her questions now because I can't deal with her anymore. I really, really can't deal with her anymore. He's told her at least 4 times in this 15-minute interview that they have to keep evidence close to their vest. He told her the circumstances behind them pulling the trucks back from cleaning the house. Okay. And you keep going. And now you want to know about the heat and woman. Okay. Anyway, they're not vindicated. They did their jobs. 7 weeks. They did their investigation. They were on this. 60 plus FBI agents across the states. Okay. Across the states. They investigated. They were on their jobs. So it's just like, now, J-Fed, I know I saw you said that you used to interview with reporters and they ask the most redundant, repetitive questions. It's like they're not listening to what you're saying to begin with. And, you know, they have to fill up airtime. So they're going to keep repeating themselves. Whoo, Lord. Okay, hold on.
Hold that information and keep it right where it was, so that when we made an arrest, and now as we
thank you, J-Fed,
there will be more information that we're going to hold till the end, because we want to get a conviction.
Have you personally talked to the families?
I have personally. It's been a while, but I have talked to them on the phone throughout the first couple of weeks of this.
Okay, and can you tell us about those conversations? I mean, it's the...
What I wanted to reassure them is that we were going to do everything we could to bring justice for them, for our 4 victims, and for everybody that's involved. And we would try to answer any questions that we could through the process. What
do you have to say to the rest of America, to the rest of the world? I mean, after all the scrutiny that this department has been put through.
Yeah. I would challenge every police organization across the nation to know the importance, even with the pressures that are put on you, the importance of keeping the integrity of the case solid, It's your job. It's what we sign on to do. We sign on to make sure that we do it right. And I challenge other departments to do that.
Okay, so here's my thing with this. Okay, he said to keep the integrity of the case solid. Got it. But you made an arrest and you were quick to you were going to have that house clean and turned back over. That is not keeping the case solid and keeping the integrity. Because until, like Jay Fed said, until you have that hearing, until the defense team has had a chance to go in with their own investigative team, you cannot release that house. You can't. Or any crime scene. You cannot do that. Okay, I'm gonna take him down, but this is the guy right here, and I meant to find I need to find the picture of these four beautiful people, Idaho students. Hold on. I meant to pull their pictures and put them up too. So this is the four people right here. Hold on. I don't want to show him. I just want the four individuals that were, yeah, I don't want to show Brian anymore. Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen really quick so we can get a look at these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people that lost their life with this tragedy. Hold on a second. Let me share my screen real quick. Okay. There we go. There they are. Let me see. Can you see them? Because I'm not on. Oh, I need to take him down. Damn, sorry. All right. These are the four students right here. These are the four that lost their life. It is very sad. So we have, oh my goodness, we have Zaina Conato and her boyfriend Ethan. We have Kaylee and we have Madison. Those are the people that this man went in and slaughtered. For what reason? Don't know. Don't know if he was just trying to make a name for himself or he was curious. This is crazy. But they are, as I said, they are taking her device, his device, everything. They're looking to see if there was any kind of interaction, if he ever spoke to him, if people can put them together anywhere. And since they asked for, since they announced his name and arrested him, they have had over 400 tips that came in. 400 tips that came in over within an hour. So I think, and I really do believe that I just can't see him doing all four. I'm sorry, I can't see him doing all four. And y'all may think I'm crazy. I couldn't see OJ doing two. Seriously, he's decrepit. So the way I see that happening with OJ and Nicole, Ron Goldman pulls up. He's bringing the glasses. OJ comes and he grabs Ron Goldman and he goes and start doing Ron Goldman. Then he told Nicole, shut the F up and you stay right there because you're next. Come on now. Come on. Whoever committed that crime, when you cut that carotid artery, and I saw the autopsy picture and I'm serious, and they weren't lying when they said that her neck, it was almost severed. Seriously, it was hanging on by, seriously. You got stuff shooting up all over the place. It's going to be all over your hair, your clothes. But then you get back in a Bronco and there's only a drop of blood on the outside of the door and a drop of blood on the steering wheel. Really? Come on now. Come on now. I'm trying to think. I think there's more to this. I really do believe they need to keep going, because who knows what kind of friends he made. Who knows if they decided that they wanted to be SKs, if they wanted to go and do this kind of stuff. Yeah. So he was actually, and that Reddit survey is a scary survey. You want to know, what were they thinking? What were they experiencing? I mean, you were asking them to give you a blueprint for you to commit this crime. Now, how did he pick them? Maybe Kaylee or Madison, said something to him. Maybe he was being aggressive with them like he was being aggressive with the women in Pennsylvania. We don't know. But they damn sure gonna find out. So this case to me is something else. I think, let me see, I think his obsession became a Ooh, Gene, you're probably right. Oh my God, you're probably right. It probably was a compulsion. Amber, I saw you come in here, sweetie. Hi, I'm gonna call you later on today too. It is a compulsion. But he got braver. They said his whole demeanor changed. He wanted to dominate conversations. He just, it just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, that's what we have on him. Now, David Mescovich, oh my God. He's the celestial leader of the Church of Scientology. The celestial leader is what his title is. Okay? This man, he's 62 years old. In the last 4 months, they've tried to serve him 27 times in Florida and California. And why? Because he has been named as a defendant in federal child trafficking lawsuits. Now, I don't know if you guys watch, well, it wasn't called Surviving. Maybe it was Surviving Scientology, but it was a docuseries with these families that, that left. And you remember when the wife left with the kids, and then they went and kidnapped the kids back because, the husband said that she was, the only way for her to divorce him was to give up the kids. That makes me wonder, when I saw that then, why would you want to separate a mother from her children? Why? He has dodged lawsuits for the longest. They can't find him. His bodyguards or security guards, whoever you want to call them, every time they go to serve him, he's not available. They refuse to take it. They even tried to reach out to his official stuff on Twitter. They are not getting any type of response. But he has been named. Oh my God. And you remember Danny Masterson? You remember him? He just got off with a trial. Was the trial dismissed, or was he going to get a new trial? But he was part of the Church of Scientology as well. Okay? He was part of that. He was part of that church. And he was accused of R. This is crazy. And they're not doing, they can't serve him. So what do you do if you can't serve somebody? What do you do if you can't serve him? And they're saying that, they've said he was missing, but the church, the spokesperson said that is not true. He's not missing. They just can't serve him. How are you not able to serve somebody? You are law enforcement. How are you not able to serve somebody? Yeah, you watched it too. Okay. It might be Surviving Scientology. It was after Lee Remney did hers, and when she did interviews with all these different family stuff, and then there was another one that came out. I think it's called Surviving Scientology. I think that's what it's called. But it wasn't, I didn't see it on Netflix. I didn't see it. I saw it on ID Discovery. Yep, and that's what it's about. It's about control. And that's why Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise didn't make it. That's why he didn't make it, whatever her name is, too. The one that was dating Jamie Foxx, I forgot her name. Because of the church and their beliefs. They actually, all the money that John Travolta and them put into that church, you actually want to, what is it? Is unfellow. I forgot how they do it. But because he took his wife to get cancer treatments in Houston, you said it was against your belief. This man was trying to save his wife and his kid's mother. What is Katie Holmes? Thank you. And the kid's mother. What is wrong with you people? Yeah, it was on ID Discovery. It was called, and if I'm not mistaken, it was called Surviving Scientology. It was the same time that Lee Remney was doing hers. Was right after. But so if you look, oh my God. But that Masterson kid from the 70s show, he was just, I think it was a mistrial. I need to go back and look, but that was last week. I saw that. Him and his girlfriend walked out of court hand in hand. Yeah, you need to go look at it. Surviving Scientology. Look at this. Look at these women, and then look at the families that left and the stories that they tell about the church. And then if they try to track you down to bring you back, so they can desensitize you. I forgot how they put the words, but they want to bring you back into the fold, especially if you were contributing, whether it was your time or money. If you were an active member in that church, they actually go out and hunt you. And I hate to say it, but hunt you down. They hunt you down to bring you back because no one leaves that church. Now, that is a cult. That is a cult. Let me see. Masterson. Yeah, thank you. It was a mistrial. Thank you. They couldn't come to a consensus, but I want to know he needs to be retried because I do believe he's guilty. And I covered that when he was first indicted and then he was arrested. I covered that a year and a half ago. I covered that. So yes, he needs to go back to trial. And oh God. But yeah, he's part of that church. Thank you, Gene. I saw them walking out of court and he's smiling and his girlfriend is next to him. I said, now, if that shit was to happen to you, would you be smiling if somebody did that to someone you know? And I believe them when they said what he did. Yeah, I think he's guilty. I have the Discovery app. I have all that stuff. And I did it as a bundle. The only thing that's separate is going to be Paramount and I think it's Roku. Because I have that Roku TV in the room for Kayla. Come get Steve. Girl, if you do something, Steve, that is one case I will be covering. Ooh, Mims, I'm going to be covering that case. But I'm telling you this, and the mega church too that I wanted to, what is it? I think it's a Songland. I'm going to cover that church as well because there's a lot of incestuous relationships. There's a lot of pedophilia going on in that church. Everything. Thank you, Gene. He is 1,000% guilty. 1,000% guilty. Hillsong, thank you. See what I'm saying? I say sing song, Hillsong. I look, I got so many notes I have to get and put them all together. But all of these mega churches, I'm serious. You know, I lived in Houston when I was younger. When we moved from Louisiana, then to Houston, I used to go to Joel Osteen's dad's church. Okay, he was a pastor, Joel Osteen's dad, because one of my really good friends, she and her family were a member to that church. So when I would stay over, I would go to the church, and at the time it was off of I-10 and the Katy Freeway. The Katy Freeway. I used to go, and then when the dad died, the brother didn't want to take over the church because he wasn't a good speaker. So Joe Osteen took over that church, and Joe Osteen is a motivational speaker. He was not an ordained minister. Okay. I think he just got ordained maybe 3-4 years ago, but he was not an ordained minister. He was a motivational speaker. And between him and his wife, oh my God, I like him. Can't stand the wife. Never could. When we had that big flood in Houston, they said that they couldn't open the doors to the church because of flooding. Some of my friends lived over there, and they went around and they took pictures, but they were taking donations, and then they posted them all over social media, and it got back to the news. They were lying. Yep, they are a cult. And then when my aunt died, she is a member of Joe Osteen's church. My aunt died, and we were trying to get a hold of someone at the church to hold the services and stuff there. Oh my God. They had been a member. My uncle had been baptized there. Her kids had been baptized there. It was a mess. Finally got a hold of somebody after 2 or 3 days, okay, to make arrangements. These people actually, well, a lot of churches, you give a donation, but they yeah. They charge you by the size of the chapel that you want to be in. So when we walked into the doors, okay, it's the Old Summit. We walked into the doors. There's a mega store. There's a big ass store within this church. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Aaron Levi has a channel growing. You told me that somewhere, and I wrote it down, and I'm going to look at that. Scientology and the aftermath. I want to look at that. I wrote that down the other day when you put it in the chat. I will definitely. Heidi, he packed the mega church as a yes. Yes, he's a motivational speaker. I've gone there several times over the last, even when my uncle got baptized, but my sister used to go there sometimes, and I would go with her sometime on Sundays. This place be packed. They've got cops all over the place. I'm like, well, we can go rob something since half of Houston police force is out here. And the money this church gets, this man has, when his wife, he has his own, you should see the house that Joe Osteen and his wife lives in. Seriously, it's disgusting. Yeah, he's a fuzzy bunny pastor. And then the pastor that was in New York that got robbed as he was live on his Sunday service, he was just indicted for wire fraud. Come on now. Come on with this bull. You're not helping every time I go to a church and it said, oh, you need to help with the building fund. Even my great grandpa's church, I'm looking around. I say, I don't see nothing that's changed in this church. The building fund. What building fund? You ain't changed probably a light bulb, but a doorknob, a pew, the kneeler things are all messed up. What building fund? Sorry. Yep. His dad was Joe Osteen, took over that church. I'm serious. The church was big when his dad had it, but not the way it is now. It wasn't a mega church. Now that church is a mega church. Joe Osteen's ministries. What ministries? I think of him as what is his name? Swaggart and Jimmy, Tammy and Jimmy Baker, all of them. I think all of them is crooks. They all crooks. You don't help anybody in your congregation. You don't. You're making all this money. You have people that are barely able to pay their rent, their mortgage, their light bills, get food. You take this money and you splurge on You don't do shit with that money. You don't go anywhere and do any kind of humanitarian work. Nothing. Yeah, Jimmy, you know who I mean. To Tammy Faye Baker and her. Yeah, him. Then you got the other one. I've sinned. Come on now. Get out of here with all of that. For years. I don't think anybody made no Reverend Ike. He was a black minister, and he would be up there every Sunday on the radio. He would be telling people that if you send me your last dollar, I promise this, blah, 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 blah. I can remember my mother's best friend, Happy, and that was her name, Happy. Her best friend was always coming and borrowing money from my mother for food or rent or whatever. My mother is a single mother with 4 kids she's putting through Catholic school. But you're sending your money to Reverend Ike. And he had the perm hair. Let me see, can I find a picture of Reverend Ike so y'all can see who I'm talking about. Reverend Ike. Yep, he was Reverend Ike, I-K-E, Reverend Ike. There he is. Reverend Ike. Okay, I'm trying to get this picture to blow it up. I want Reverend Ike so you guys can see who she was sending her money to. Because he said, if you send me your last dollar. Oh, there we go. This is a better picture. Let me show you guys Reverend Ike the crook. Look, the crook. Heidi's on a mission now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I start preaching. This is the Reverend Ike. Okay. This is the Reverend Ike with his fandom. Look at Reverend Ike. Look at him. He wanted to be a member of the Temptations. Look at all the cars. Look at him. Look at him. And look at his name. Frederick Aiken, whatever. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him sitting on his throne. Look at this piece of shit. Look at him. That is Reverend Ike. Do we see Reverend Ike? Hi, Vanessa. But that is Reverend Ike. That's the Reverend right there. That was taking money from these damn people that can barely pay their bills. Yeah, he's a smooth criminal. And my mother used to, I said, don't give her money. And I can remember, I was like 12. I said, Mama, Miss Happy just came by, and Mama be going, oh Lord. And yep, Reverend Ike. I never forget that name. I did. He looked like he's a reject from the damn Temptations. Look at him. Look at this fandom this man has. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this. Phantom Rolls Royce. Look at him. Crook criminal. That's him. Oh my God. I'm serious. Oh yeah. Yep, he doesn't get paid. He don't get paid, all right. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Danny Aries. How are you? Happy New Year. I'm telling you. So anyway, yep, these are the preachers that these people throw money at. When you have these small churches that actually, yep, now that's a grifter. You know what? Oh my. Oh, he used to cry too. He used to cry. I remember hearing one sermon when he was crying, because I started listening to this guy at a young age. I knew this man was a crook. Yep. The telegrifters. He would cry. And then it was this other one that would act like he was healing people. I'm like, really? Really? Okay. He would heal people. I'm like, okay. Okay, then. Yeah, Susan, we have a lot of huge churches. There's a lot of huge churches in Texas and California. And then we have Creflo Dollar. Creflo Dollar. Who in the hell is going to go to a church with a man with a name with Creflo Dollar? That is the minister's name. And he wanted his congregation to buy him an air jet stream. You know what that is? That is a jet. He felt that he deserved an air jet stream to travel around so he can get to his people sooner. My church is called the Church of Everlasting Fulfillment. We're going to party, we're going to drink, and we're going to do it all over again. The Church of Everlasting Fulfillment. I'm telling y'all. I'm sorry, Virgie. See, some of them mean well, but some of them are nothing but crooks. I'm sorry. They started out well, and then they start taking advantage of these people. There's a few that actually give back to the community. There's a few that go on humanitarian missions. There's a few, not all of the televangelist people, and not all of them are crooks. Not all. But you have some that are in it for themselves. They don't care about the people around them at all. I just went through this with Joel Osteen's church when my aunt died. And I went through it when he didn't open those doors to that church to house these people that were put out in the flood, that were out there and didn't have anywhere to go, that lost their homes. And these were members of his church. So that's why I do not like Joel Osteen at all. His wife is an alcoholic, in case you didn't know. She is. Sorry, Virgie. Sorry. I've experienced it with him. Ooh. I'm sorry. Let me. I'm sorry. You can ask anybody in Houston about Joel Osteen and what happened with me. And these are not just, these were members of your church. Members of the church. Susan knows. Oh, I used to love listening to Billy Graham. I'm serious. I used to love listening to Billy Graham. I really, really did. I really, really did. Yep, and you're right. The bad ones ruin it for everybody. And like I said, not every one of them, but there are a few. Show me where Joel Osteen or Creflo Dollar or anyone, and Creflo Dollar's a black guy. Show me where any one of these guys actually have gone out and did any type of humanitarian work, where show me anything they've done for the people that give them all their money. And they sit in there every Sunday and and then they tell you how much. If you make this is what you need to contribute. There is nowhere in the damn Bible that tells you that if you make this amount of money, you have to contribute 10%. Get out of here with that shit. Sorry. Yes, Gene, that's what we're going to do. Get out of here with that. I remember when I told my priest, when they were telling me about money, I said, since when is this money going to God? I said, and where in the Bible does it say that I need to contribute a certain amount if I make this? How are you telling me what I need to donate to this church? Get out of here with that. Come on now. Trust me, I done told my priest off several times. Don't do that to me. Don't come at me like that. Oh my God, woman. Let me get this book. It's right here. Okay. This is the book that we're going to be reading. It's called Ghost Boys. This is the book, Ghost Boys, that we will be reading. So if you want to order the book, you can. Or if you want to get it on, you can also order the audio. But yes, so we will be doing Ghost Boys. That's the book that we're doing. Thank you, Tina. Oh, what's the white guy that he has the mega church in California that called out a bunch of these ministers? He does a lot of humanitarian work. Him and his family, they go over to Africa. They go over to he's in jeans. He's a nice looking guy too. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. Yes, ma'am, I'm going to need you to be the bouncer in the church. Yep. Or Roberts at the meltdown. I'm seeing. And Jessica. Why is there always a Jessica or a Jennifer involved in scandal with these powerful men? I don't know. Her name was Jennifer Hoyt. Jessica. It was an H. I can't remember the name. Can't remember. I think it's Gene. I'm trying to, the white guy, he's a minister. He's out of LA. He has a big church. He's in Gene's, his whole family. They do, there used to be a show on Bravo called, what is this? What's it called? Mega Church. It was a show on Bravo that showcased all of these mega preachers. I can't remember the name of the show, but I like him and his family. They do for the homeless. They find places to house these people. They go out in the cold. And not just in California, but they used to go down to out in San Francisco by Oakland, Tent City. They would travel. They would do oh my God, I'm sorry. When I look at Bethany from the Real Housewives of New York, and what she did for all these people when they had that hurricane out there that damn near wiped them out, and what she still does when they have all of these disasters that's going on. Come on now. Yep, you can order on Amazon. I'm sorry. The author of the book, hold on a second. The author of the book is Jewel Parker Rhodes. Jewel Parker Rhodes is the author of the book. So I'm just sorry. Is it Dr. William Epps? Let me go look at his picture. Hold on. Let me go look at his picture. I'm going to tell you. Hold on. That might be William Epps. Let me see. William Epps. I need to see. Nah, that's the black guy. He's a white guy. I'm telling you, hi, thank you. But I'm gonna find his name. But his whole family. And if anybody don't know who Creflo Dollar is, please look him up. He's another pimp reject. I'm sorry. I can't. Well, you have these little churches that are doing more for their community and for their congregants than you have these mega churches. Seriously. That's what I can't get. So on with that. So we have Andrew Tate. I want to get on to Andrew Tate before I get out of here. Andrew Tate. Does anybody know who Andrew Tate is? Yep. The book is on Amazon. Okay, guys, you need to drop some money because, this is the Church of Heidi now. Everybody, no, I'm just joking. I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But the book is really good. And the reason why I read the book is because of Kayla. Kayla told me about this book. She told me about and I had to get it. Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna see. Look, hold on. Let me get Creflo Dollar. Hold on a second. Let me get Creflo Dollar. Creflo Dollar. Creflo. Here we go. Let's look at Creflo. I call him Creflo, but his name is Creflo. Seriously. I just call him Creflo. Yes. Andrew Tate is the one that's in the Romanian prison that was arrested for trafficking. Hold on. And his dumb ass put out where he was on Twitter. Let me show you Creflo Dollar. Let me show you Creflo. So we're going to start doing Sunday service online in my Church of Everlasting Fulfillment. This is going to be... This is Creflo. Look at Creflo. Look at him. You see Creflo? Look at his wife. Look at him. Look at Creflo. Look. And he's something else. And he wanted a jet stream. Look at him. Look at Creflo. He said he deserved. Oh, look at the money. Oh, prosperity preacher is what they call him. That is Creflo, the crook. Okay, in my opinion. Oh my God, Virgie, it's not even Sunday, and I'm grifting in my church of everlasting fulfillment. Let me stop. Okay, thank you, Virgie C. Church of Heidi. Girl, y'all. I mean, she said AT is the worst. Is that Atlanta? Oh my God, G. I'm just calling. Thank you for the donation to the church, my child. It would definitely. Church of G, y'all are crazy. Okay, let's get to Andrew. He's going to have an extra special mention in heaven with all that money. I'm telling y'all, be careful who you give your money to. And I'm serious. Be careful. Check these people out. You have this other church in Houston where, you guys probably heard about it. He was married to this woman. He had became a minister. He started having an affair with one of his congregants. Then the stepson, his son, he was talking bad about the wife, and the son actually K'd the wife. I gotta go get my Rolex and put on. The son actually K'd the wife, and the son was in love with the mistress. Oh my God, wait a minute. Let me pull this up. Let me show you this before I get on to Andrew Tate. Minister's wife, hold on. I was in Houston for my minister's wife killed killed in Houston. Okay. Paulette Burleson. It was Pastor Burleson. Tyrone Palmer is the minister. I'm trying to see, can I find his picture? He had his son. There we go. Here we go. I got the pictures, guys. Got the pictures. Okay. Whoo. Okay, let me share. See, I tell you, oh my God, Virgie, you donate. Look, I'm preaching. Look, I'm in my royalty robe. I'm preaching in my royalty robe. Y'all better know. Y'all better ask somebody. Thank you, God. Thank you. Let me show you this picture before I get sidetracked. This man in Houston, and everybody knew he did it. So this is the nurse that he was cheating with. This is Paulette Burleson. She was an older woman. That's his wife. This is his son, Tracy. Okay. This is This is Tracy Burleson. This is Tracy's son, who is in love with this ugly ass woman who was a refugee from Louisiana from Katrina. And this is him, who was sleeping with this one. She was playing with this one. Okay. She took him in because, according to them, Paulette was abusing him. So she took him in, and he's got, he has some kind of autistic problems. But this piece of shit right here played his own son to K his wife. Okay. There is Paulette again. And this one is actually a nurse. Okay. So there we go. So he said that Paulette had wanted a soda. So he went to the store to get the soda. He came back. She was sitting in the driveway, deceased. He was convicted. of capital M in 2011 for the shooting death. He did it. The police knew he did it from the damn beginning. From the beginning. And he was sentenced to life in prison. Yep. And you know why he catered? You know why? Because he wanted to collect $60,000 in life insurance. And that's some shit. $60,000 in life insurance. What did Tina say? Look, girl, I don't have any you let me draw something up for you real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Let me draw something up real quick for you. Okay, hold on. We got a door. We got some windows. We got some pews here. We got the chimney, and we got my Phantom Rolls Royce in the parking lot. Okay, here's the specs on our new church. Y'all are silly. Okay, I'm gonna become a new criminal. I just drew the specs. Shit. You know, it costs a lot to run this church. Come on now. I don't know why I went off on mega passes this morning. I really don't, but they are damn criminals. Okay. And let me be said. Now, Andrew Tate. You guys know who Andrew Tate is. This fool he was on Twitter. They were looking for him, and he actually put where he was. They kicked his door down. Kicked the door down. Oh my God. I'm sorry. He was arrested. He was arrested with his brother. I think his brother's name is Tristan. His brother's name, Tristan. He was arrested for trafficking. They were the women said that they were subjected to physical violence. They were subjected to mental coercion, intimidation. He used control of them because supposedly they owed him money. He forced them to make pornographic videos. There are 6 victims that have come forward. This is on the 29th, is when they raided the place he was staying at in Russia. I was trying to find that video again, but I couldn't. But yep, that's him. That's him. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan. They were arrested. I'm just like, oh my God. Then we have Paul Haggis. I don't know if y'all guys know who Paul Haggis is. He's a writer, director in Hollywood. He wrote Crash, and he did, what's the other movie? Oh my God. Oh, what's the other movie? It was Crash, and I'm trying to remember. He wrote Crash. The other movie wasn't not too long. I'm trying to remember the name of the damn movie, but he was just found guilty in November. It was a boxing movie. $1 Million Baby. He was just found guilty for RAPE. He's another Weinstein. Okay, another Weinstein. They had 3, so he was convicted. I'm not going to put the woman's name out there. If y'all want to go look it up, you can. But there was like 3 or 4 people that testified as well, and they never went to the police. But the same thing, she said that she went up, he forcibly kissed her, and then he actually against her will, and she went straight to the cops. There was some place, and he invited her out for a drink, and she went for the drink with them. She was willing to go to a bar, but instead he took her to his apartment. She was willing to go to a bar, but he took her to his apartment. He forced her into his bedroom, where he forcibly hard this woman. You have an award-winning director. Award-winning. And they actually got him when he was in Italy. They detained him in Italy and brought him back to the States, and he has been found guilty. Oh my God, come on, brothers and sisters, we need a church. Virgie, we're going to have a sermon every Sunday. Today's Monday now. We're going to preach. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Yes, Virgie is now the gold member of the church. If you want to add a seat on the altar next to me, you too have to pay your dues. Okay? Stop. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Gene. He used to be in Scientology. See my text back. Virgie twin are now a gold member of the church. Or Heidi, you will win 1 million soon. You will get a Phantom Rolls Royce too, just like mine. Okay, you too. Church, I'm trying to raise funds for my Bugatti. Okay, I need a Bugatti. Unlike Creflo Dollar, I don't need an Airstream jet. I just need a Bugatti. It will come equipped with the kitchen and a shower, because putting gas in that bitch is going to be Doom, I'm going to make you a minister, Doom. Everybody that's contributed today, you are now a minister in my church. I have ordained you. Hallelujah. There we go. Okay. Let me stop. But wait a minute, Gene. Where is Gene? Where is Gene? Where is Gene? Paul was into the Scientology church? I did not know that. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is going? We have to look into this church. Oh my God. Because he actually had offered her a ride home. They had attended some kind of event. He had offered her a ride home, and then he asked her for a drink, and she agreed to go with him for a drink. But as I said, she was going to go to a public place. But instead, they went to his apartment, and he forcibly kissed her. She kept trying to push this man off of her, and he forced her into the bedroom. Now, let me see. Can I find a picture of Paul? Hold on. Got it. Hold on. I'm gonna share my screen. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me share my screen with you guys. Share screen. I'm gonna show you what he looks like too. Pervert. There is Paul Haggis. Can you see him? Yep, there he is. That's Paul. An award-winning director. I'm telling you, Hollywood, I keep hearing stories, and I know they said a lot of people that wanted to get into the business, it was called, casting, couch casting, meaning that you would have to put out. And a lot of these older actresses said, yes, they did, because they wanted to further. Oh, my God, Snuggle Bunny, thank you so much. We got the Bugatti gas fund. Yes. Oh, my God. That's where I knew that name from. Thank you, Gene. That's where I knew that name from. Thank you, Snuggle Bunny, for the gas. He was But I never knew. I guess I did, and that's why I was interested in that verdict. Had to be why I was interested in that. Yep, but that's him. You know, another Bill Cosby. We have Harvey Weinstein. We have all of them, but they said it was going on. They even said that it would be done to the men, just like the rumors about P. Diddy, if you want to get on his record label. You know, and the rumor has always been he goes both ways, but P. Diddy wouldn't have been shit without Biggie. Nothing. This is sad. These people take advantage of, but yep. Oh my God. Yes, we need to do a follow-up on that because he was denied a new trial too. And what's his name? Oh, it was in my head. I forgot to tell you. Scott Peterson. He was denied a new trial. Scott Peterson. I was like, I couldn't remember. Scott Peterson. He was denied. Good morning, Margene. You are late for the sermon, Margene. You're late. Members of the congregation are not allowed to be late. Once the doors are locked, there will be no admittance. That's the rumor, but his ass was found guilty now. You know what? And I do believe that, Margene. He left and he never went back. And I do believe that. You think so? Oh. What's his name? Is writing a book on Scientology. Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen is writing a book on Scientology. And he said, no, Kevin Spacey is not in jail yet. He said that that Tom Cruise would not be happy with the book that he's writing on Scientology. Seth Rogen left that church as well. Oh my God. We're going to have to look into Scientology, guys. Lock the damn doors, ma'am. Lock the doors. The doors to the... Hi, Harmony, sweetie. I hope you're feeling better. We done had church in here this morning, damn it. I mean, I shouldn't have said damn it with the word church, but darn it. Okay, we done had church this morning. I want to thank you guys for coming and joining me in my rants, but I will be keeping an eye on the Idaho 4 and Brian Kohberger. And I'm glad I waited because once the sermon ends, you're free to leave. You're free to leave the church if you want to. But you got to get the hell out of here. I don't know where you're going, but you got to get the hell up out of here. That's what you got to do. So Tom Cruise is a goof. He's a goof. I always think he has sugar in his tank. But Seth Rogen is writing a book on Scientology. I want to go and see how many celebrities have actually left this church. I want to see. Now, if you have money, especially if you have money, they try to keep you. But if you have money, they know that you can fight and you have power. Yep, I'm serious. I need to look into this. I really, really do. I think, Tina, that is something I need to look into. Let me write this down. I want to see how many celebrities have left the church of Scientology. Oh, here we go. How many celebrities? Scientology. I want to know how many celebrities left. I think when John Travolta left after the thing that was going on with his wife, I think it was a mass exodus. I really do. Yes, please don't forget to donate on the way out to the Church of Everlasting Fulfillment. And I mean your wallet as and just hit that like button. If you don't want, hit the like button. Leave a comment. Oh, okay. Yeah, they said he's missing, but he's not missing. He's dodging. Oh, I'm sorry. I blocked my laptop. He is dodging being served because they've tried to serve him 27 times, Margene, because he's a defendant in in child trafficking charges. He was named as a defendant. He was named as a defendant. So he's not missing, he's hiding. They've tried to serve him in California and Florida. Thank you, Celia. Ooh, yes. So I'm definitely going to be looking into Scientology and Hillsong. Matter of fact, we're going to look at mega churches, period. Bunch of damn criminals, and see what they do with the money that they get. And you know what? It's all, they don't pay taxes. It's a separation between church and state. Come on now. I'm out. Bye, Snuggle. I'll see you later. So, guys, I'm gonna get out of here myself. Today is my last day before I have to return. We're supposed to be getting snow later on. I need to run out and do some stuff. I need to make sure I need to take care of Kayla's hair and everything else, get her ready for school tomorrow. But I want to say, wait a minute. Hey, now, pay with that to have 2K find his way to. Yeah, Steve needs to join the church. The church's name is the Church of Everlasting Fulfillment, and I'm in your wallet. Thanks to Jean adding that last little part to the church. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. We here at the church, and that's why it's called the Church of Everlasting Fulfillment. And I'm in your wallet for Jean. Okay, that's the name of the church. But that's why it's called the church. We get a little bit of everything in here. We discuss everything. And if you guys want to borrow the keys to the Bugatti, you can do that too. Thank you, Kicking It with Rooks. Thank you guys for being here. I am going to get out of here. And guys, just yes, I'm going to have a drink for the no. Now, would you guys like me to serve wine every Sunday or every other Sunday? Because in the Catholic Church, we get wine every Sunday, not just the first Sunday. Oh, thank you, Celia. And come as you are. If you're in your bed, stay there. If you're propped up in your couch, stay there. If you're in your car, stay there. If you're running around or you're in the shower, put me on. You don't have to get dressed and leave your house. I accept you as you are. That's what I like about this church. We need wine all the time. Thank you, Rook. So, okay, yes, and we will be serving sandwiches as well. Okay, we will be serving sandwiches. Y'all are too much, but I've enjoyed. Well, I have a full service bar. Okay, you can have brown liquor, you can have wine, you can have moonshine, whatever you want. I will not judge you. Do you? Good morning, Glenn Craig. Good morning, Simi Stevens. See, Mims, you didn't lock this damn church door. Thank you, Mims. I told you once the sermon starts. Thank you, Gwen. I told Mims once the sermon starts that we lock the doors. If you're not in here at the beginning, you can't come in the middle because you don't miss what we've been talking about. Hi, Grace Case. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome all to the church. Welcome all. Welcome all to the church. The church's name is the Church of Everlasting Fulfillment. Okay, that is the church. That is the church. So I'm going to say, yes, you can. Oh my God. Yes, Savage. You can have a beer in the church if you're in your garage, if you're in your invisible car. You. Good morning, sexy kid. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, you put. Oh my my God. Y'all don't know. Y'all can be where y'all are. You can be in the tub, be in your bed, be in your garage, be in your invisible plane, your invisible car. You can be at Taco Bell, wherever you are. Just tune us in. Put us on. Whatever you're doing, come as you are. When I say come as you are, that's what I mean. Yes, JC has the best stories. He really. You can be here inebriated. The church is called the Church of Everlasting Fulfillment. Whatever fulfills you will fulfill us. That's what we can do. Okay. Y'all are crazy. I'm serious. I gotta get out of it. I just want to say, I will see. I am in my anointed robe. Okay. See this? I'm in my robe. It's the anointed robe. Okay. This is the anointment. Okay. This is it. Okay. Hi, Terrence, sweetie. Hi, Terrence, guys. If you don't follow Terrence, Terrence is I hate to say traveling nurse, but he all over the place. Terrence has over 100K subscribers, and he is a funny guy. He's really, really nice. I love going into his lives, kicking it with Rooks the same way. I'm telling you, we have Mims in here who's now at 1K. We have everybody in here, guys. We have so many good people. Margene has her shucking pearl party. What is it? Oh, shucking fun. She shucks pearls. We have a lot of good people in here. Y'all crazy. Oh, okay, the church. Okay, guys. Pastor Purple, that is my name. Okay, so guys, the doors of the church will be closing shortly. Y'all got me on one today, and the only thing I had is coffee. Okay, y'all really have me on one today. Yeah, pearl parties with shucking fun. Y'all have me on one today, but anyway, we have ministers that are in here. They will be coming around, passing around the virtual plate. Okay. Hi, Franca. How you doing? Okay, so the doors to the church will be closing. Okay, all those that were here for the sermon today, go forth, share the message. Okay, for all of those that need to go. Oh my God, Tara. Terrence, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. But guys, the doors of the church will be closing soon. If you would like to attend our next sermon, please keep an eye out on the community tab. Hit the thumbs up on the way out or the thumbs down. It doesn't matter. It's all interaction. Whatever. Savage, you need to go live on your channel too. I've been waiting for you to go live. No, we're not doing 24-hour service because I really have to go to do the job, the career that I'm in. But I will be back for another sermon, and it will be soon. Please keep your eye out on my social media. I will be putting it out there. And for all those that are new to the church, welcome. Welcome. People, look to your brothers to the right, shake their hands and say welcome. Everyone, look to your brothers to the left and say welcome, and pat each other on the back. And let's make sure that we have a good day. Oh, sorry. We will be doing... I too will get like Creflo Dollar. I will have an Airstream too. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I love you guys. I really do. Yeah, Tara Lynn can keep the doors open to 72 hours. I can't. I can't. Tara Lynn can do that. I give her the up. She is my disciple as well. Okay. If my church is closed, her doors are always open. And guys, in all seriousness, I'm gonna get out of here, but please keep Jules and her family in your prayers. Please, 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 please keep Jules and her family in your prayers. And she knows that we're all here for her. And I just wanted to say that before I get out of here. But everybody, honestly, have yes, she does. Everybody have a great, great day. And I will definitely see you. I did my I gotta see. I'm gonna do some more research on Hillsong and Church of Scientology, and it's another one that I really want to cover. But please, 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 please make sure that and you know, and I don't know about her, I don't know about Jews, but I know when I'm going through a lot, I really don't like to be bothered. But if you guys just send her little notes, that's I'm sure she'll appreciate it. But if we know when things are going to happen, I think we all need to get together, or not even get together. I need an address or something to send flowers. And so she'll know that she really does have my deepest condolences. So let me know what's going on, guys. And I'm going to keep her and her family in my prayers. And I will see everybody really, really soon. And thank you for coming. Have a great Monday and be prosperous, move forth, and make sure you smile. That's it. Bye.